It took a while. It's not like you wear it one night and you wake up and like, oh, I'm 50 years younger. Woohoo. Especially if you're only 35, then you'll be dead. You'll be back in the womb. If I could tell you that wearing clothing may help your physique, you'd look at me like I was crazy, and that would be fair. However, you know, we are living in an age where you can pretty much get whatever you want on the internet. People are always trying to push the boundaries of what we know and what we don't know. And one of the things that is going around at the moment, well, not at the moment, it's been around for years, but I've finally decided to give it a go, are these kind of pajamas, loungewear, casual wear, whatever you call it, that you can wear in your downtime that apparently not only help speed up recovery, but will help injuries and do all these incredible things. So we're going to talk about this today. There it is. It's essentially an Under Armour shirt. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put a link in the description below. Just so everyone knows, I have no association with Under Armour. Under Armour haven't paid me to do this. It was twofold, really. One, as I kind of started to double down with fitness videos on this YouTube channel, I was trying to think of cool ideas that we can do. And two, I've always kind of been fascinated by it. So I thought, screw it, I'll buy it. I'll wear it for a month or so. And if it's good, I can talk about it. If it's crap, I can talk about it. And maybe I can save you money, or maybe I can give you some good advice. So basically, how it works is it's got a bio-ceramic print. Don't worry about the print bit, that's just for the clothing. And what people have said in studies is that the bio-ceramicness can basically mix with your own body heat, and that will then produce something called like far infrared radiation. We're just going to call it FIR from now on, because that's what people in the studies call it. And when that happens, it can reduce inflammation pain, it can reduce joint pain, and it basically works with your body to try and speed up the process of recovery. Hence why they say it, well, why they push it as sleepwear more than anything else, because what better time when you're just going like this? And of course you can wear it when you're just chilling out watching Netflix or whatever that you do. And it has been around for a long time, this bioceramic thing. You can go on, and there's loads of people that have said, yes, and when we do it this way with bandages and whatnot, and it will interact with your body temperature and you will start to feel better. It sounds like voodoo, right? It sounds like hocus pocus, and I totally understand that. But I have worn it for a month, and I thought I'd just break it down into 7 pros and cons, because that's the easiest way to get this stuff in front of you. I would say if you are interested, go and read more about this. I don't want to sit here and bore you with it. That's the basics. I mean, you can go into bullet point stuff, but I would imagine you'll get bored by that. But that is apparently how it works. So we'll start with a pro, and that is, if you said to me right now, Simon, do you believe in the science behind it? I would say, yes, I do. It took a while. It's not like you wear it one night and you wake up and like, oh, I'm 50 years younger. Woohoo. Especially if you're only 35, then you'll be dead. You'll be back in the womb. I would say within a couple of weeks after wearing it to bed every night, I was sleeping better, which is massive for me because I'm a terrible sleeper. It didn't help me 100%, but look, I slept better. So that is upward on the curve. But also, yes, I would say I was less achy and I was less pain-riddled. But that's going a bit too extreme. But of course, I have to caveat that by saying, and I did start wearing this before the madness started to happen. But obviously for the last few weeks, I haven't been wrestling. So it may just be normal rest that's been doing it. But I do kind of like it. I mean, it's not a be-all and end-all. And it is very expensive, but they're my pros and cons, so I don't want to get too much into it. But I would say just in terms of what it's meant to do, am I pleased with the achievement? And I would say yes. But a con is that they are crazy, crazy expensive. Like I just got the top here, but there's some bottoms too. And it's basically going to cost you $100 or around about 80 or so quid if you live in the United Kingdom, which is an incredible amount of money to spend on anything. And that obviously ties into the worth of the product too, because if it was 20p, I'd be like, man, everyone should go out and get something. 20p, who even cares if it works? But when you're asking someone to invest that much money, that's the real question you have to ask yourself. So I would say it's more for maybe someone that's an advanced athlete or an advanced lifter or something like that. Or maybe you're just suffering with aches and pains and you tried everything and you want to give something out of left field a go. Then I'd probably push you towards it. But this isn't like, I can't even think of the equivalent now, but there are some things out there that I would absolutely advocate, even if it cost you sort of a couple of £100, because I believe they help you on your fitness journey. It's difficult because I do like it, and I am glad that I got it, but I had a purpose, right? I was going to make this video. Would I have bought it without the video? I was intrigued, and I had been reading about it for a long time, but that's kind of what, pushed me over the edge. So it's a difficult one. It's a hard one. I'm kind of sitting on the fence with it. And I'll also doubly admit that, while I have other bits, this one especially was a present too. So that helps as well. But look, I can only give you the information, and that's one of the cons. But going back to the pros, I will now 100% say the technology, if that's the right word, but the technology is sound. It's basically, it's not a hoax is what I'm trying to say. And that was always my big worry beforehand. I was like, you just kind of come up with something. And of course, I should have mentioned this earlier. It was Tom Brady that I believe who sparked this evolution in clothing, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, the NFL player who broke all these records, and he swears by it. And he absolutely swears by it. And I think Under Armour teamed up with him to make these. I may be wrong. Don't take that as read. And that's probably pushed the price up a little bit. But again, you can go read plenty of interviews for him. It's more his love for this that made fitness companies go, oh, maybe there's something we can tap into here. And I'm sure that they thought we get Tom Brady on board, that's going to shift a bunch anyway. But I think because he is so behind it, the base mechanics are enough to make it, like I say, a viable option if you have the finances. Going back to the cons though, and this is just a small thing, but if you're like me, I think you'll want to know, I've slept in my pants before this. I slept in my pants. That's how I sleep. Don't any fancy pajamas. Don't wear a top. It could be -10 outside. I'm sleeping in my pants. I don't like getting hot. And I have a summer duvet on all year long. And everybody said, oh no, you don't have to worry about that. You will keep cool wearing this top. And I was very dubious about that. And you do, look, I was far cooler than I would be if I was wearing a t-shirt or a jumper or a pajama top or something like that. But obviously I was not as cool as if I was sat there half naked, right? It just stands to reason, but no one out there is saying that, so I thought I'd mention it. And of course, you don't want to wear something that's going to make you uncomfortable and keep you up because rest and recovery is so important. That didn't do this for me. Like I say, I did sleep better when I was wearing them, but I did have the odd occasion, especially the weather's starting to get good around here, where I woke up and I was like, man, I'm not going to say I'm uncomfortable, but I'm warmer than I would have appreciated. Another easy pro is that if you do want to get into this beforehand, I'm pretty sure you just have to wrap yourself in bandages, which is neither fun or, well, it's not as easy as just throwing on a top. So this is kind of streamlined the whole experience, which makes it easier for you to do. And of course, if you have certain injuries on your back that maybe bandages wouldn't work or you can't reach, you can just, throw on a top and see what goes on. Again, whether that's enough to try and convince you to get it, I don't know. You may not have been interested in the bandages. To me, I'm going to go on what I said before. I think if you have aches and pains and niggles, just read into it and look into it and maybe use this video as a bit of a catalyst because it may just take you up. It's like one of those 1-2% things like creatine that we've talked about before. Creatine ain't going to turn you into a mass monster, but it'll just give you that extra 1-2% combined with everything else such as this that may just get you to a better position. So something to think about. The con though, and we mentioned it earlier, is I think this is more for people whose life is dedicated to sport and athletics and really needs to have that edge all the time. And maybe doesn't even have to worry about finances because they're at the top of the game, or they can justify it because that's part of their job. Like if you're an accountant and you just love going to the gym, but your knee's a little bit rickety, should you really go out and drop $50 on a pair of pajama pants? Arguably not, unless you're in real discomfort. But if you're in real discomfort, there's probably other ways and means you can go to go around that. So it's difficult to argue who it's for. Because in your head, you know, again, what the value would be and how important it is for you. But again, you can just buy it on underarmour.co.uk or .com, whatever the hell their website is. So it's not like it's being pitched. It's being pitched at the layman, we'll go with, which is a terrible term for this. But that's who it's being pitched at. But I would think more or less because of the price, you probably want to be in the upper echelon just to justify it in your head. Finish off with the pro though. Look, I've been mentioning it the whole time, and I think this is the one thing I want to leave you with if you have made this far in the video. It has made a lot of my niggling injuries easier, as I just talked about a second ago. My knees aren't as bad, my elbows aren't as bad, my shoulders aren't as bad. My right shoulder especially is an absolute nightmare after countless injuries to it, and it's a little bit looser. It doesn't click as much. Now again, could that be just because I've been resting better? Yes. Do I think this contributed to my rest a little bit better? Yes. Do I think the bioceramics have mixed with my heat and probably loosened it a bit? Yes, I do. So when you look at it like that, I'm quite a fan of it, to be honest. When it's in the wash and I don't wear it, I feel a little bit, not uncomfortable, that's not right. You know what I mean? You get used to something. So I've already adapted to it in that sense. And that's about it, really. I think it's a good piece of clothing. If I was going to review it out of 5, I'd give it 4 out of 5. It would lose the star for the price. If it was like half the price, I would tell everybody to go and get it. But I understand right now, especially, money is so hard. And I certainly don't want to sit here and I don't want anyone to run out and buy it and think I'm hocking it to you. I'm not doing that. I've tried to be as balanced as I can. But I am a fan of it. I like it a lot. I'll probably buy another one when things have picked up and finances are good in terms of that way I can always have when one is in, one being cleaned. But I was surprised. If nothing else, it was fun. It was really fun. I like crazy fitness gadgets. And this was a crazy fitness gadget that I was able to throw myself into. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. So there you go. I can't remember what it's called now, but you can find it. I think on Under Armour, it's called like a sleepwear recovery shirt or something like that. But if you search Tom Brady sleepwear, you will open up a whole new world if you didn't know about it before, like Aladdin. But like the video, share the video. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. I've also got a Patreon, patreon.com/SimonMiller316. And that's about it. Take care.